Hey there, cuties. I have a pretty nice match for you today. Just joshing you about that. Oh, you see me. Whatever. This battle was against a person named Drama on the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. And, so he and or she is leading off with Sableye. I don't know if it's a dude or a chick because some people might be confused about their genders and might put male if they're girls and or female if they're boys, which I don't really get. But I'm leading off with my Ninetales just because I'm working on that Sun team, just to get the Sun up. He's a Confuse Ray. I go for a Calm Mind, you know, just to raise that special attack and that special D. That's what I do. So I get +1, and then I'm like, oh, I'm confused again. And so I hit this Sableye right in the fucking right in the fucking forehead with a Fire Blast. It's what stabbed the Rain Boost. Why the fuck do I keep saying Rain Boosted? Sun boosted and +1 and just fucks that Sableye right in the dick. Now, Landorous, I have not had any good encounters with them. I'm like, oh shit, this Landorous is gonna fuck shit up for days. But I'm like, whatever. So going to Jet predicting the Earth power, but he actually goes for a roar. I'm like, what? But he goes, like, back into my Ninetales. Or Tails, you know, from Sonic. But whatever, Sonic can suck dick. I used Protect just to see what he wanted to do. He wanted to use a Stone Edge. So I switched the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh shit. What the fuck? And I go out on Armadillo, the Dawn fan. And then he just sets up some Stealth Rocks. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Because I can rapid spin these bitches right now. Then I'm like, bap. Right in the tail. Gets a critical hit which I kind of lolled about. He uses another roar. I'm like, what? Then he, I didn't even get to use Venusaur and this dude, I completely forgot what this guy... Volcarona, that's it. I didn't even get to use him. So I switch out, go back into Armadillo. As he goes for a Stone Edge, misses, and I'm like, lols. So I don't know why this Landorous isn't like Choice Banded or something, or Choice Scarfed. But whatever. So he switches out, probably fearing the Ice Shard, as I just go for the Stealth Rocks, I believe, right here. You know, because Stealth Rocks are always pretty nice to have. Just have hanging around. The Stealth Rocks are like, yeah, bro, we're just gonna take a little bit of damage off each bitch that comes in. I'm like, oh, okay. So he uses an Ice Beam with the Politoed that does... I was actually thinking it would knock me down to my Sturdy, but apparently not. So I go for an Earthquake, and I don't really have much... Well, I have some investment into attack for Dawnfan, and I was actually thinking this would do a lot less than half, but it actually does... What is that, like 60%? And I'm like, lols. So I go into Tails to get the Sun up because he was probably gonna go for a Hydro Pump or something, or I know I could take a few Ice Beams here and there like all day. He actually does go for that. Go for the Hydro Pump, and I'm like, oh shit. But thank the Lord I got my Sun up in time, and I switched out because that does a lot less than half, which pretty much about lols, you know. Got a lols for days. So I go for an Energy Ball, thinking this would like either kill him or bring him down to red, but it doesn't, and I was one pissed off Puerto Rican. So then he uses Toxic. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, oh, whatever. If I can get this Politoed out of the way, I don't care if I lose Tails. Because, you know, the Sun would still be up, benefiting my team more than his. So it goes into Jirachi, which is Haxachi, and I'm like, oh, lols. Must be a body slamming type one. So I just use an Energy Ball just to get damage off him, to kill the Politoed or hurt something a little bit that he wants to bring in. So I'm like, Oh, okay. Sorry about that. We both hit up them leftovers. I get hurt by some AIDS. AIDS is infecting Tails because she gets out there a lot. So I go into Fister, the electivire, which I've never really used an electivire, but I found out they're pretty badass. Hit up a balloon on that shit. And I was thinking on switching electivire to Expert Belt, but I haven't really decided. But he goes into his Politoed. I don't know. Probably just to get rid of the sun. And then he uses Protect as I go for the Thunder Punch. But then I made a great play right here, even though this guy pretty much makes the obvious switches and shit like that. He switches into his Landorous that has Intimidate, so it knocks me down. I'm like, fuck me. And then that's when I went like, oh, guess what? You just got predicted. And then I ice punched that thing right in the looking octopus looking tail thing. Which I'm like, oh, it's going. Oh, it's shafted. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If that Intimidate didn't wasn't there, I probably, I would have taken out this electivire. Because I'm a max attack electivire, you know. Gotta hit that shit up. So he goes out into his Jirachi. I forgot about the rain. And then I'm like, yeah, this fire punch is gonna do a lot. Does jack shit. I'm like, the rain. Oh. Then I'm like, oh shit. Fuck me in the dick. And then he uses Zen Headbutt, pops my air balloon. That did actually quite a bit, so he must be a physical type of Jirachi. And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta get the fuck on out of here. So I switch back into Tails, get the rain. Why the fuck do I keep saying rain? It's pissing me off. I switch out, get the sun up, because I know I could take something that this thing has, and luckily he misses the Zen Headbutt. Then we both hit up some of that leftovers, and I still get some AIDS, because Tail needs to stop whoring herself out. So I go for a Fire Blast, thinking this would kill, and it's going. Look, you can, not even see, the health bar. Well, you can a little bit, but... And that's when I just pretty much face-palmed. I about punched myself right in the dick. No, I didn't. That would hurt too bad. So, we still both hit up some of them leftovers. And, I get hurt by poison. He switches out. And right here I make another pretty nice prediction. I think I could just go for the energy ball just to fuck the shit out of this Politoed. Well, after he gets up the rain. And I'm like... Bat. Dead Politoed. I hate... Whenever I bring my Sun team, I always face some type of other weather team besides Sun. Mostly rain teams, and that just... Oh, it just frustrates the shit out of me. So I go back down to 10 hit points. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need Tails. So, I switch out, go into Armadillo. And this is where I'm going to stop it. Use it Protect, and I will see you guys for the next video that I'm gonna do right meow.